You want to tell yourself something later down the line?
Yeah.
What do you want to tell yourself?
Happy. Happy. Not happy one.
Happy?
Yeah, happy.
Be happy?
Yeah, be happy.
Stay happy?
Yeah, stay happy. Be happy. Stay happy.
Daydream, I fell asleep amid the flowers for a couple of hours on a beautiful day. Daydream, I dream of you amid the flowers for a couple of hours, such a beautiful day.
When you're growing up in your developmental years, when you're young, 5, 6 years old, you tend to be more happy. And this is because everything is new, you know. You're not used to being in, let's say, a new house, or you're not used to having these friends. You're learning about your environment, learning how to communicate, learning how to socialize, learning how to interact with the world. So everything is exciting because that is your mission, that's your goal, to learn. As you grow up and older, things become more dull. Things become rudimentary. Everything's a routine now. You know, you're 9 to 5, you have school, you have the same process, same day in the life, same things you're eating. Nothing's really changing. Maybe you change what you do on the weekends here and there. Maybe you go on a vacation, but that's like what you are thinking of every single day. Like, oh, I'm going on vacation in 1 month, so that's your only motivational factor. That's not how we're supposed to be living. The world is beautiful as it is, and you should be living it to the fullest and, you know, having that sense of happiness resonate still inside of you. People are purpose-driven. Purpose equals happiness. And a purpose is anything that has to do with your goals. So your goals, your ambitions, anything you're driving towards are going to make you happy. And completing these goals is going to give you a sense of fulfillment. And so the next thing, the next question, the next step is, what are goals and how do I create them myself? Most people have goals that they think are goals, but in reality they're dreams. The difference between a dream and a goal is something you're working towards, and a dream is something you desire. See, having a dream is great, but a goal is better because you're actually going towards it, if that makes sense. People have goals. There are people that have goals and still don't achieve these goals. an example is New Year's resolutions. Basically, the entire population, it becomes a trend. Everyone has goals for the New Year's resolutions. Oh yeah, I want to get into the gym. I want to do cardio daily. I want to learn a new language. I want to read a book every week. These are goals that you set to work on during this new year. But most of the time, people don't actually do this. I heard a study, I think it was like only 4% of people that don't write down their goals actually achieve their goals or actually work towards the goals for a long amount of time. The interesting thing was the people that did write down their New Year's resolutions, 46% of them, 46% of them actually achieved their goals. So that's the first step when wanting to improve your life, improve your happiness, improve your success rate. The first step is to write down your goals. And you can't just write them down once, because then you're just going to forget about it. It's just going to be a loose piece of paper that's, forgotten about. The purpose in this exercise is to constantly remind yourself about the goals that you have. So in the morning before you start your day of work or your school or you go to the gym, write down what you need to do, what your goals are, your daily goals, futuristic goals, and what your steps are to building towards that goal. I do this daily. I write down just simple things. I want to get a gallon of water in. I want to eat, make sure I hit all my macros in the day. I make sure I train. I make sure I get my cardio in. Make sure I get my 10K steps in at least. Simple things like this help me remind myself what I have, what my purpose is for the day. And something about writing them down gives you a sense of fulfillment when you are able to check it off the list. So if you think about it, this is a way of delayed gratification. It's putting your goals down, and once you're done with them, you check it off, and you get dopamine. So your body is literally telling you, like, give yourself goals because we're going to reward you for it. You're getting rewarded for finishing your goals. Dopamine equals happiness. So if you think about it, even just completing these daily goals, you're becoming more happy. A lot of times it's much deeper than just having goals for most people and why they can't succeed. A lot of the times it's a lacking mindset, a mindset that you're not in control of your life. A practice that can improve this for yourself, improve your mental health, and reaffirm that you are in control of your life, is just telling yourself that I'm in control of this situation. This is my responsibility. Once you take full responsibility for everything that happens to you, even if it's technically not your fault, you still have control over your emotions. You still have the ability to respond accordingly, even if someone crashes into your car. Like, technically, on paper, that's not your fault. But your emotions are going to determine, your reaction, if that makes sense. So once you learn, which this is difficult, I still work on it. A lot of people need to work on it. So once you are fully in control of your life, once you realize that you're now at the ability to have happiness. Third step on how to have happiness is living in the present. Things may happen in your past that, reenact uncomfortable feelings, like a relative passing away, or getting bad grades, or you got rejected by your crush or something. Stay in the present, because those things already happened, and you can't change what already happened. You want to live so that your future self thanks you. Now, what I mean by this is most people are happiest, most people are the most successful when they live with their future self in mind, when they live with delayed gratification. So investing in yourself, investing in your physique, your mind, and your spirit. Do things that support your future so that when you're looking down at your past, even though I just said don't look in the past, but you're happy at what you see. You see yourself growing, you see yourself in the grind, you see yourself, going towards what you want in life. And if you think about it, you at your current state right now, this is the worst possible scenario that you're ever going to be in life. This is your least developed physique, this is your least developed mind, this is your least developed spirit. If you have that mindset, knowing that in 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, you're going to be 10 times better than yourself right now, it's going to be your own motivation. Like, this is the worst I'm going to be. And if you're already good, then that's just a bonus. So this is the framework needed to have a happy life. This is the framework needed to succeed and prosper. Hope you liked the video. Leave a comment, subscribe, like, and I'll catch you in the next one.